Hey everybody, it's Corvette Dan. Welcome back. We are going to do an oil change. How to change your oil C5 Corvette. This covers years 97 to 2004 and the LS1 and LS6 engines. With that, let's get started. The tools you will require are a 15mm socket and socket wrench, a jacking puck, oil filter wrench, low profile jack, and the oil we're going to use today is Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30 and an oil filter. The oil filter for this car is a UPF46. Unfortunately, I wanted to get a UPF, I believe are the letters, 46. I could not find one anywhere, even online, so I'm having to use this UPF46E, which I believe stands for economy. It will work. I always recommend the AC Delco filters in GM cars because of the check valve inside. If you've never changed your oil before, folks, please stop at this point. Otherwise, we're going to show you the little things you need to remember when changing oil in your C5. The first thing you're going to want to do is locate the location of the jacking puck. There's a slot in the frame. There's the puck in the approximate location where it will be. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you that hole due to the angle, but hopefully when the car's up in the air, I'll show you where that puck would go. And if you can see in the back, I have a brick, chalked the wheel, just to be safe. You may want something to lay on, so you're not laying directly on pavement if you're doing your car like most of us, like me, on the ground. And I also have me a little nailer. So let's get at it. Alright, we're underneath the car. You're going to remove that 15mm bolt and the filter. And just be careful underneath this car. I also have the wheel chucked. You can't see this there. And for all of my more experienced viewers who are against cell phones, leave your cell phone with you. If this car falls on you, you are not getting out of here easily if at all survive. So safety is always paramount here. And there is a jacking puck in its location. So let's go ahead and get the oil out of here, folks. It is draining now. The filter is removed. And there's a shot of the filter housing. You're going to want to clean that as best as you can. Wipe it down with a clean rag. And then before you install the new filter, you're going to put a seal of oil on the old gasket. You will tighten it as you would tighten a normal oil filter in your regular car. I say that because I also have a C7 dry sump. If you know those cars, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're gonna let this drain for a minute, and then we'll get back at it. All right, now we've added oil into the filter. You don't have to fill it all the way up. Just it'll get it started a little quicker. Considering the filter screws on like that, it's easy to put oil in and not worry. The gasket is lubed. Again, we're using Extended Performance 5W30. So let's go ahead and spin that filter on, get the plug back in, 15mm, and remember, clockwise to tighten, counterclockwise to loosen. Let's get it. New filter installed, and we're going to tighten the drain plug. Same procedure in tightening these filters as you would your regular passenger car, and you should be good. Let's get that done. We are now adding oil into our engine. I'm letting that drip inside. You may have noticed we had to move in the garage. It started to rain. Basically, you're going to fill it up and you're going to run it, make sure there's no leaks, and then you're going to check the oil level. And you start it, you let it run, shut it down, and check the level. I hope you can see the lines to notice it is filled. And if you notice that the oil looks as clean as the oil I put in it, that's my 78,000 mile 1999 Chevrolet Corvette C5. Let's reset the oil life monitor. Go to trip. Scroll till you see oil life remaining. Plus reset. It'll go like that. And there you have it. Don't forget your oil change reminder stickers.